Okay, we ready?
Wait
Can
for
I
it.
say the? Can am I still waiting or?
I sound like you left.
Okay,
Okay, I'm ready.
I just did
Are
it.
you sure?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. Hi, everybody. This is the podcast of Destiny, episode 4, and I'm joined here today by the same two people that are always here, including myself.
Yeah.
Introduce us.
Why? They know who you are. Anybody who watches
I'll
this already
introduce
know us.
myself. I'm
Introduce yourself.
I'm Big Boy. I have a YouTube channel. Watch it.
You have to tell them the YouTube channel.
Yeah, tell him the name.
It's Discount Drug Mart God until I change it next month.
All right, and
That's
I'm
accurate.
Zhazi TheBeast from YouTube.
I'm Kolton. I don't own a YouTube channel. I don't have a job.
You're
Well, you'll be a
close.
janitor soon enough.
Yeah. I guess that describes me well enough. If you really want any more info, I got like a pound of Now or Later sitting next to me that are gross, but they're just kind of there.
Okay.
Nice.
Now let's explain the rules of this game once more for the audience.
All
We're going to
right.
pick 2 characters, fictional or factual, and I'm going to pick a random occupation from a random occupation generator, and we will see who would perform best at said occupation.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Now you two are going first. You two each have to pick a character or a person.
Oh, send the job generator. I want to check it out.
You're not supposed to know that first.
Oh, I just want to see the generator link that you have.
Okay.
Um.
Thanks. Ooh, they're
Now I
modern
That's it.
jobs. Okay.
now I gotta think
So-
of two people right off the bat.
I'm gonna put my character in as. I'll start off easy and just go Samus Aran from Metroid.
From Metroid, okay.
Um. I'll go with Indiana Jones.
Nice.
All right. Pretty solid start. And the first occupation will be K through 8 school principal.
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure Indiana Jones
Yeah.
might have that one. We
Yeah,
might have to do a different one.
Yeah, this one's kind of easy.
Well,
Okay.
I
You want me
mean,
to just pick
I
another
think-
occupation?
Wait. I think Samus would be pretty good on the discipline side of it. Because I don't think any kids are gonna want to
Hunter,
mess up.
Hunter, just because you want Samus to discipline you does not mean that gives her a bonus.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! Stop king shaming me.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
let's do a for perfection. That didn't work.
All right, all right.
Yeah. K through 8 principals too OP.
Okay, here's one we could talk about. Animal
All right.
daycare provider.
Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't Samus have like bird blood in her or something like that?
Yeah. She took care of a baby Metroid once.
I mean, Indiana Jones seems fine around all animals except for snakes, so. And he's pretty good with the whip, so we can keep him in line.
Yeah.
And Samus only has experience with aliens. So how different would they be from normal animals?
Yeah.
This one wasn't very good either.
Yeah, it's probably not Samus for that one either. Okay. Next round, I guess.
All right. What are your characters?
No, I think whoever won should be the one who generates the
Votes?
job or something. And then the other 2 people choose characters to go off against each other. Something like that.
Okay, so who won last time?
That was
Me, I
Colton because
guess.
he had Indiana Jones.
All right.
All right, let me get this thing to load so I can do this. So
Okay.
what? Do I just press the randomize button?
Yeah. And don't
Okay.
tell us until we have our characters.
Okay.
I think this time I'm gonna go with I don't know. I'm gonna go with
That's not
Ash for Pokemon.
Ash from Pokemon.
Sure.
Okay. I'm choosing Pro Jared.
Okay. Well, the job is customs entry clerk, so
Oh,
Yeah, I think a 10-year-old's disqualified on that one.
yeah,
okay. Do you want me to generate another one?
sure.
Cigarette examiner.
Ooh.
Wait, that's an actual job?
I guess so.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot your shot about why a 10-year-old and a YouTuber are good at cigarette examining.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, all the kids these days are like fluent in cigarettes. So I
No, they're
mean,
not. They vape or jewel. They don't smoke a cigarette.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Pro Jared smokes something.
Okay.
you
Why's
can
that?
smoke my ass.
Well, he's just. I'm not sure.
I mean,
I
he
don't know
doesn't
how to
really
win this one.
I don't pin him as a smoker, Pro Jared.
Yeah, and doesn't Ash catch him like whenever he's electrified by Pikachu? He like smokes off a little bit.
Yeah, so he's probably pretty fluent in cigarettes, I would say.
Dang it.
He doesn't. You don't have to smoke the cigarette to be an examiner. You just have to look at it and make sure it's done right. Anybody with two
Well,
eyes can be
anybody
good at
can do that, yeah.
This really sucks because up until the last second, I thought that I was gonna do Big Boss, but right at the last second, I said Pro Jared.
Okay, then how about this? You guys just pick two more and we'll try again.
Okay.
Alright, I'll go with, like, someone who's actually good this time.
Okay.
Paul, you go first, though, because I can't think of anything.
Sigh. Okay, awkward silence ensues. I'll keep talking to it so it's not so quiet. So,
Keep talking.
you guys want to hear a cool little sound thing I got the other day?
Yeah.
It sounds
Sure.
like this. That's some
That
ASMR
does
for you
sound
right
pretty
there.
cool.
All right.
Here I'll be shaking a box of body deodorizer. And
All
for
right.
the last
Why don't we just do AR today?
What?
So why don't we just do ASMR instead?
That's
That would-
tempting.
Anyway, you guys have your stuff, or am I have to keep making more noises and talk?
Yeah, I'm going with Ricky. I'm going with Ricky Fifton, who is a British sprinter who mainly specializes in 200 meters, but occasionally competes in 100 meters, 400 meters, and relay events.
I feel like you did not.
Is this a real person?
It is.
feel-
I'll send the link.
I feel like you didn't know this person up until now.
Oh hell no, I didn't.
Okay, then I'm choosing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Okay. Well, Ricky Fifton versus Shadow the Hedgehog. In damn it, Hunter, your link made me lose the job. Okay, I gotta randomize the job again. Ricky versus Shadow in Project Management Professor.
Ooh.
Well, let me read some of this Wikipedia page.
Oh. Why
It
do I get-
appears he is studying for a PE and a sociology degree at a college. So I don't know what that does for me, but it's something.
Okay, Paul, do you have anything to say about Shadow the Hedgehog, the project management professor?
Well, he is sharp-witted,
Okay.
a loner,
Okay.
he was voiced by a
Goodness.
guy named Humphrey.
Okay, that's good. Finally, a plus that's not 2 words long.
Yeah. Oh, he's immortal.
You're listing off reasons for why you're listing off reasons for what Shadow the Hedgehog is. You're not like telling me why he'd be a good project management professor.
No, I'm just familiarizing myself with him.
Why are you familiarizing yourself? You should be familiarizing us with Shadow.
Because
case
I
we
don't
didn't
know. I didn't choose a character that I know anything about.
Why? Why would either of you choose a character you don't know anything about?
Because it's more fun.
This was poorly planned out. We planned it out in like literally 2 minutes, okay?
I wasn't even in the planning process.
I'm just trying to do something.
I don't know, just
All right, so we're gonna go either.io.
Screw it. Okay, real quick before we go to anything else. Everybody pick one fictional or non-fictional character. I'll put all three of them against for a job, and I'll randomize the job.
All right, let's all do something that we actually know about.
Okay, yeah, person or character we all know about.
Let me look at my game shelf real quick.
Oh, I broke something.
I'll go with Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles.
Okay. Paul, who are you picking? Sigh. Random silence. Here I am talking
Snake.
again. Old Snake?
I choose Old Snake.
Okay,
Old
well,
Man Snake.
Okay, so we got Old Man Snake, we got Shulk, and I'm going with Tony Hawk.
Alright.
Nice.
And
we got a job?
Their job will be the one, the only, fire sprinkler installer.
Shulk, like, literally works with machines.
Okay, but why?
Like, he makes shit out of old machines. I'm pretty sure he can install a fire sprinkler.
Well, Solid Snake is extremely experienced in smoking, so he's going to know where the smoke goes. So he's going to know exactly where to install them.
The smoke goes up, you dumbass.
Well, in the Xenoblade universe, I'm not very familiar with it. Do they have fire sprinklers?
Physics works the same.
But do they have fire sprinklers?
We never see a fire sprinkler, but I would assume they'd have some form of fire safety. Considering, like, the lab is in a military district, there's bound to be some fire sometime.
I don't know. This doesn't sound like a world in which fire sprinklers have been developed.
I mean,
Old Snake comes from a very, just standard world that would actually have that sort of equipment.
I mean, even what
don't,
technology do you really need to understand that much to install a fire sprinkler?
Don't pull freaking old snakes from a normal universe when we got Tony Hawk, who's from real life over here. I'm pretty sure Tony Hawk knows more about fire sprinklers than Old Snake does.
Okay, let me watch a video real quick so I know how you install a fire sprinkler system.
Okay, you have like 2 minutes before I switch to the next job, which is
pretty
autism
in depth because
tutor.
you have to like actually plan it out and stuff.
It looks pretty easy to me. I think anyone could do this, but Shulk is the most qualified because I chose him.
No.
That's not funny. It's not funny at all.
Like, Old Snake is the one who has the actual most, like, real-world knowledge about pretty much anything, because Shulk comes from not the real world, and Tony Hawk hasn't had to live in the real world since he was, like, 20 and got famous. So he just hires people to do all this stuff.
He still lives in the real world, though. He's alive.
Not really. He hires people to live in the world for him.
No, he doesn't. Have you seen a recent?
He hires people to do this sort of stuff.
Have you seen any?
Mechanic installs fire sprinklers.
Yes, Hunter, we know that.
Shulk is a mechanic. Why would he not win this one?
Because he's an anime sci-fi world boy.
Yeah, he's an anime mechanic.
He
knows how to fix Gurren Lagann.
He's an anime, so I guess it just isn't okay.
He knows how to fix like Gundams and shit.
Yeah, it doesn't transfer.
Okay, so technically, if we're doing this whole real world shit, Shulk is in the same universe as Earth. He's just in a world where the Earth has been completely fucking destroyed by a science experiment and reborn into the world they currently live in. Sorry for the spoilers.
That means if he lived in the world where the Earth was destroyed, all the fire sprinklers were destroyed. So how would he know how to make them?
Fucking retarded.
I mean, I chose Tony Hawk, so maybe.
I really think Old Snake wins this one.
Fine.
Yes.
I don't have it.
I don't really think so, but okay.
Oh, that was terrible.
Okay. Well, I won that one. Let's all think up new characters.
All right. Um, hmm.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man.
What the hell? I was gonna do Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
All right, I'll
Let's
be
all just do different Spider-Mans.
Okay, I call Miles.
Called Tobey Maguire.
What do I got left?
Andrew Garfield or
Andrew, Tom Holland, or like just some Spider-Man.
whatever the '80s Spider-Man from the cartoon's name was.
You can be the Asian one from Into the Spider-Verse.
Penny?
Panini?
Yeah.
Pin 15.
I'll be Peter B. Parker.
Okay.
Okay, he's the one from Earth, like our universe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big.
So I'm like Kolton's, but older.
Aren't you? Isn't Peter B. Parker divorced?
Yeah. I think canonically he's like the continuation of yours.
Nice. Then wait, shouldn't I be something
Wait,
else then?
Wait,
No, they're different enough.
Was it the Spider-Man at the start of the movie, the one who died, who was the one who referenced Spider-Man 3?
Yeah,
I think.
But that's because he's extremely similar to Peter B. Parker. You can clearly tell because he's blonde, he's not the same exact one.
Yeah, but Tobey Maguire's got brown hair, so I guess he would be more like Balls.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
What's our
Alright.
job?
Job is the one, the only. Gotta randomize it because I'm getting a bunch of crap ones.
Yeah,
We
don't get a
got
crap one.
dog catcher.
Dog catcher. I mean, mine's a younger kid, so like, they'd probably be, they could catch dogs easier. I guess like they got more stamina.
To be fair, we can't argue which Spider-Man's a better dog catcher when they all have like similar-ish powers.
Okay,
No.
Get this.
Actually,
So
Hunter
Miles
definitely
would win
loses.
because he's black, so he can run faster.
How old is Miles Morales?
I don't know which
Wait.
one are we talking about?
Don't say he lost. Miles can turn invisible, so the dogs can't see him.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it depends on which Miles we're talking about. Because
According to this, it says he's 13 years old.
The Black Miles.
They're all black.
Yeah, they're all black.
Miles per hour. Miles Tails Prowler.
Okay, we'll go, whichever one's on this Wikipedia page, this Marvel Wikipedia page. In comics profile. Listen to what his age is.
Because it's just a number on a list, dude.
I'm just control effing age.
Here we
Crap.
go. He's 5'2", he weighs 125 pounds.
Okay.
Oh, it says he was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York City, the then 13-year-old son of an African-American father and Puerto Rican mother.
Okay,
Cool.
then, but like, when are we talking about him?
Because a dog catcher might catch a lot of dogs, and you can't just swing around the city in one. You have to have a dog catcher van. And Miles Morales can't get a license, so he couldn't drive it around. So he couldn't catch the dogs in it.
What if he got like a spider dog
Okay, but what if
catcher?
we just fast forwarded 3 years to when he is 16?
That's not what we're doing, because Kolton and Miles are just a difference in age. It's important to keep it the same age.
Okay, fine.
So I think you lose.
So it's down to you two then. Which one would be better, Peter B. Parker or Tobey Maguire?
Wait, what?
Peter
Okay.
B. Parker.
All right, we need to establish exactly what point my character is. So is it at the beginning of the movie, at the end, in his own dimension, in Miles' dimension?
Mid-divorce.
So like before he gets sent to the other dimension.
I guess so. When he's like lazy
right,
and
then.
incompetent.
Sweet.
That just means you lose, doesn't it? Because
That just means
lazy.
I win.
No.
Because your Peter Parker
I mean,
is
if he's
going
in the
around
middle of
saving
a
the
divorce,
city.
he's
Your
not gonna
Peter
have any
Parker.
energy.
Your Peter Parker has a wife and a job. My Peter Parker.
No, we're assuming
is
his
a
job
bachelor
is
who
the
has
dog
tons
catcher.
of time to tons of times to catch a dog.
Like that's all he does. He doesn't have a normal job. He's just dog catcher. Just like nothing else. He's just catching dogs.
Well,
Like
fine,
he has a wife and
that can be your
family, but
life,
like he
but
just
that
does
doesn't mean
dog
that it's your
catching.
life. Like Colton's
it is.
Colton's
But you're in the middle
Spider-Man
of a divorce. You're
has
gonna be
a
in a
wife.
depressed state. What kind of energy are you gonna have to go catch dogs?
That's what I put my energy into. I'm so depressed that I put my energy into the work. Well, my
What if
character.
you're so depressed you don't have
Why?
any energy to put in the work? Like a lot of
No.
depressed people can't even make themselves get out of bed in a day. Well, how are you gonna get out of bed, go drive around town, and then chase after dogs?
I'm different because I always get back up.
Wait,
Okay.
but that's
Checkmate.
But,
Checkmate.
but so did Miles.
We already established that he can't drive a van. He's already lost. This is between you and me, Colton.
If he but if Miles lost, he'll always get back up.
He's just gonna pass that test at 13 years old, okay? He'll do it
No.
on his bike.
I'm pretty sure your Spider-Man Paul is out because I'm pretty sure there's times in the movie where he references the fact that he does Quaalude.
What?
Yeah, you don't remember the part in the movie where he says he's talking about where he does Quaaludes?
What's Quaaludes? What are those?
Otherwise known as...
Quaaludes are a synthetic barbiturate-like central nervous system depressant and a popular recreational drug in the U.S. from the 60s till the 80s.
methaqualone.
I see. Oh, I see now.
It's a sedative and hypnotic medication, for a simple term.
Huh. It's also a common date rape drug. Alex gonna pass a background check.
You guys want to just have a conversation about Quaalude?
I mean,
Go over the list of every...
I think we gotta handle how, you guys gotta admit that I just won.
You do Quaaludes, dude. That doesn't count. You lose.
No, I could still catch dogs on some Quaaludes.
Nuh-uh, because
And I'm looking this up. I don't see anything about Quaaludes.
you cannot lose. You cannot win if you're doing Quaaludes because it is a level D in the pregnancy category on the U.S. That's an evidence of risk. So if you were pregnant trying to get dogs, and you took Quaalude, you'd have a high chance of your child dying.
You're trying to get dogs pregnant?
You are, you creep.
I'm confused.
I'm
researching this. I don't see any reference between Spider-Man
You're
and
confused.
Quaaludes.
You're confused because you're doing Quaalude.
There's no Quaaludes. I'm looking this up.
Yeah, because you just swallow them all.
No, and it's not me. It's my character.
But anyway, I think that if you're in a depressed state, you still won't have the energy to get out of bed and do your job.
But I always get back up.
No, wait, hold on a sec. Paul over here saying, well, it's not me who's doing Quaaludes and catching dogs, it's my character. Let's not forget that Quaalude is a sedative and hypnotic drug, thus he's seeing a character.
What?
Yeah, you're doing Quaaludes and you're seeing this Spider-Man character. Also, you're not helping...
It doesn't change the argument at all.
Yes, it does, because you know what?
My character's still winning.
Quaalude is also a downer and a depressant. So if you're already depressed and you're taking a depressant, what's it going to do?
Okay, well, here we go. Some scientific studies
and neither is
to show
Peter B. Parker.
Why you're retarded, okay? Working makes depression easier, okay? So, like... I need to actually read this before I talk about things. You can go continue arguing with Colton. I'm saying you're not gonna have the energy to get out of bed and do your job every day because you're fucking depressed because your wife just divorced you because you couldn't step up and have kids.
Wonder where Bill Cosby got all of his Quaaludes. I mean, that's what he used. The man had to be saving that shit before it went away.
Okay, all right.
Okay, here we go. Here's a good little quote. Let me read it out loud for all the people at home. Work was described by many people as a substantial or even overwhelming challenge. For some, depression and related issues made the daily stress and pressure of a job hard to manage. And then you got a little bit more on unemployment and depression.
That definitely seems like it's more referencing a more chemical based form of depression that's linked at a deeper level than just emotions from a divorce.
It just says like depression.
Well, well,
Let
Paul.
me see if there's anything specific in here.
I mean, depression is a pretty broad category.
I mean, let's just go with what Lily Tomlin once said. Reality is a crutch for people who can't cope with drugs, and I think you're on crutches right now, Paul. You're trying to hold yourself up.
All right, let's work under the assumption that...
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Since we can't have a decision, we're going to flip a coin.
We can have a decision.
I'm grabbing my quarter right now. Call it in the air. Ready? 3,
Heads.
2, 1. It's in the air.
Heads.
I already called heads.
Kolton called heads first. Landed head sides up.
Nice.
Looks like Tobey Maguire would
That
make
doesn't mean
a
anything.
better dog catcher.
Okay,
And
fine.
even if depression stopped you from working, like it made your work less good, he has to put so much less effort into working. Like he can so lazily do it because he has superpowers, and it's a very
So can
easy
Tobey
job that any
Maguire.
mortal humans can do.
Tobey Maguire also
But
has
as we've
superpowers.
established, he has less time to do it, so he would be less good at
Why
it.
does he have less time?
Because he has a wife.
You're still going to work the same amount of
He has a
hours if you're
family.
married. If you're working 40 hours a week, you're going to be working 40 hours a week whether you're married or not.
No, that's not a part of this, because we have to determine who would be better at this occupation. And my Spider-Man would be more available for overtime, for covering other dog catchers' shifts.
Oh yeah.
Like
well,
when Kolton's Spider-Man is off with his wife, like my Spider-Man could cover for him.
you're missing out on some very vague problems here, sir. First off,
What?
my Spider-Man is the Black Symbiote, and case in point here with this image, why the Black Symbiote is useful.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go to a dog catcher job description, okay, and see
Thank
what
you.
all this cracks up to be. So that way we know what we're talking about.
That's disgusting, Kolton.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's Spanish.
Like, well, try to look up English then. Oh shoot!
Dejate levar tranquilo.
Don't read it out loud.
Esta bien gatita soy todo tuyo. I'm reading this like right to left because I'm an anime faggot. I don't know
Hunter,
if that's how it's supposed to be read or
Hunter,
not.
if you read that out loud and then like YouTube it catches the video and reads what you just said, that could get the video taken down.
Primelo por detrás, Peter Rapido.
Paul, I just want to point out we
I
could
don't
have
think
left
that's
that
even inappropriate.
I don't even know how
Yes.
to read Spanish, so like, is it really going to catch up on my broken pronunciation?
Yeah, do you not know what they're saying?
No, I don't speak Spanish. Like, okay, here's what I understand from this one. Rapido means fast, and Peter is referring to Peter. That's about all I got.
I would tell you and like tell you why you can't say the rest of that, but then if I say it, then I'm gonna get in trouble for it. So
I'm gonna guess like tranquilo means like peaceful or something, because it sounds
Yes.
like tranquil.
Well, he
And
says
doesn't,
está
like,
bien, which is like is good.
Soy, yeah, like soy means like very or something.
Berry?
Very, like with a V.
Berry.
Is like
oh,
soy bien or something means like very good, I think.
that's it. No more reading.
Dang it.
We're
I guess
moving
I
away.
should say
Okay,
thanks
okay.
for
I
that.
guess Paul does have somewhat of a point. Here's a job description. This is just like animal control officer, but I'm assuming that like a dog catcher would fall underneath this.
Read it out.
You do have that work schedule. As with any animal career, working hours can be irregular. Most animal control officers are required to be on call for emergency situations on some nights, weekends, and holidays. So he's got something of a point where Peter B. Parker would be more available.
Haha.
All right.
I think we can just admit that I won. Like,
How come every time we do a podcast, it always ends with you being like, "Let's just establish that I won."
it
Because he's
wouldn't be like
elitist.
that if either of you ever won.
We have won
Well,
before.
I think that if Miles were 16, he would be perfect for the job. So let's just hold this off for 3 years.
Come on. Let's just make the decision. Come on.
We already made the decision.
I vote for Peter B. Parker.
Wait. So if this whole time we were allowed to make a decision, then why will you keep arguing? Because right now, Hunter and I could just make our decision. Like, okay, actually, no. First off, you're saying, okay, let's make a decision. Hunter and I both made the decision for Tobey Maguire 2 minutes ago. You had this whole argument about why you were right, and now you're saying, let's make the decision again. So, does that mean if me and Hunter both vote for Tobey
It's
Maguire?
changed. I've talked more. He looked it up, and he's conceded my point.
Okay,
He
Hunter.
But
he did the research.
I'm still kind of iffy on the depression part. A bit iffy.
So then what do you choose, Hunter?
I don't fucking know.
You must choose.
I flipped the coin, so I chose Tobey Maguire.
Okay, so Tobey Maguire wins. 2 against 1.
Technically, they're both sort of Tobey Maguire, so...
No, they're
Paul, I
not!
don't like you right now.
No,
so
they're
Tobey
not.
Maguire.
Tobey Maguire is specifically the 3 Spider-Man movies
Okay,
with Sony.
we're going with the live-action Tobey Maguire, not Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, give me, like,
You guys are just a bucket full of stupid.
Oh, go get a divorce or something.
Maybe I will, and I'll prove that I can be a great dog catcher while doing it, and depression won't get in the way of that.
I really hope it does.
Can you, like, repeat that? I only heard the last part. I had to take my hoodie off. It was getting too hot.
I will get divorced, and I will prove that I'll be a great dog catcher while doing it. I mean, you've got to admit that, like, already 90% of dog catchers are divorced.
My grandpa...
And the other 10% are depressed for some other reason.
My grandpa catches dogs and he's not divorced.
Can I get some studies that show this?
Like, common sense?
Can I get, like, some actual evidence on that? Can I get the sauce, boss?
Does Parks and Rec count?
No.
Oh.
I've never watched the show before, so...
Pretty good.
I like The Office.
Anyways, I think Tobey Maguire wins this one. So, let's pick some more people from a series. This time we're gonna go with Nickelodeon. Pick a Nickelodeon character.
Oh.
The fuck?
Jimmy Neutron.
I'm gonna go with Timmy Turner.
I feel like I'd be a loser if I didn't choose SpongeBob, I guess.
Okay, so if this job requires something like driving, we're obviously all unable to drive.
SpongeBob can drive, he just can't drive right.
He can't drive legally, he doesn't have a license.
Who cares? Okay, I'll give you a job. Here we go. Ready? The job is... Give me a sec. I have to actually get a job that I know what it is.
I don't like that job. Let's choose a different one.
Give it a sec. Now it's just being slow. Okay, here we go.
We're going with an industrial truck operator.
Clay mixer.
Clay mixer.
Clay mixer. So you two can start.
Okay.
Explain your point why Timmy and Jimmy
Which
would
were
be
you two,
clay mixers.
were your two characters?
SpongeBob.
We got Timmy Turner, Jimmy Neutron, and SpongeBob being a clay mixer. Does Timmy get his fairies?
No.
No.
Okay.
Too OP.
Because the point in time where he'd get the job is when he's in either a younger adult or a older adult, or just an adult in general. And at that point, he wouldn't have his fairies anymore.
Well, he could get when he's a teen. No, he wouldn't actually. Never mind. So yeah, he wouldn't have fairies. So yeah, we'll assume they're like adults who can actually have this job.
The heck's
Well, I'm gonna say Jimmy Neutron would do it best.
It would probably be Jimmy Neutron because he's like the smartest out of the bunch easily. He'd pick
Yeah,
up on
and
a
he
dog
could go
easier.
around telling all of his other clay mixer like coworkers like, clay? You mean potassium bentonite?
Is that the actual formula?
Yeah, there are different. Bentonite is just generally clay, and there are different types of it. Like there's sodium bentonite, calcium
Well, the
bentonite.
idealized formula of clay is something different. I think.
The what?
No, that's gonna something completely different. Never mind. Yahoo Answers is retarded. Never use it for anything.
Well, I think you guys are both wrong because, as you can see, case in point here, SpongeBob has worked with clay and cement for so long that he can understand them.
Hmm.
He has met with the cement and clay people.
Fair point. Fair point.
Well,
Actually, we have seen SpongeBob operate cement trunks more than we have Jimmy or Timmy. So, like, that could
Exactly.
be some form of an argument, even though, like, cement isn't clay.
I said cement and clay because he has worked with clay.
Let me look up this job description so I get some more.
I'm pretty sure clay mixer is like. What even is a clay mixer compared to a cement mixer, actually?
Okay, here we go. Clay mixer, job description. Tends machines and equipment that mix materials, gathers materials specified by work order from storage area and transport materials to scales using hand truck or industrial truck, weighs materials and records weights on batch card, dumps materials into mixer using hoist or shovels material into mixer, turns valve to emit specified amount of water into mixer, and flips switches or presses buttons to start mixer. Presses button to discharge mixture from machine or shovels mixture into container.
Oh.
well, I think
So
we can all agree
that's
that
job description.
I think we can all agree that Timmy Turner just wouldn't be great at this. Just because he's an average sort of guy. Like, he would be fine at it. But
Average guy. It's in the song. Average kid.
yeah, he's just an average kid.
Yeah, it's pretty average.
Yeah. And
Jimmy would,
I will...
Jimmy would memorize what he needs to do and probably like make it more efficient, like really quickly.
But Jimmy's incompetent half
he'd
the
be...
time.
What? No. And SpongeBob would be pretty good because he has prior experience, like, working on this sort of stuff. And like you said,
And
he's
like, this
driven,
is a
like,
pretty,
cement
like,
trucks before.
You could almost say it's like a brainless kind of task. Like once you get it, it's probably just a routine that you got to repeat. And SpongeBob can probably do that over and over since he's like a fry cook.
Yeah, because SpongeBob would be like, he'd already know it like right off the bat. Timmy Turner would get it after just a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But
Jimmy-
Jimmy
like,
Neutron,
Jimmy
could
Timmy would
invent-
probably get like
Jimmy-
sidetracked too. Like if he doesn't mature that much growing up, he probably would get like really sidetracked and all that, and like get
Yeah.
bored during the job.
But Jimmy Neutron would create a fantastic new device that could do it at like 10 times the speed as either of you could.
Yeah, but then it would always fail because in every episode, something always happens with his inventions. Plus, it's also shown time and time again in his episodes that he has problems and sometimes outright fails when it comes to tasks either not relating to science or something that requires more physical work.
That
Not
is
in
true.
the movie.
He's kind of a noodle boy.
We're not
Like
Paul,
in the movie, he successfully goes to space.
So that's more
And he
science
breathes
related.
space air. He doesn't even need oxygen.
Space air is oxygen.
Like, that's a real bonus. Like, with all of the fumes and stuff from the clay, like, taking up the oxygen in the air.
Okay,
But
so
Jimmy
what's,
Neutron
It
doesn't-
works that way.
okay, so what's he gonna do when the
But you
cement-
gotta at least admit that Jimmy Neutron can breathe without oxygen.
He is breathing with oxygen. It's space air.
There
Didn't he
is no air in
didn't he, like,
space.
invent it? Wasn't it like gum that let him breathe in space?
That was
it
underwater. That was underwater. He can't breathe underwater, but he can breathe in space.
And he goes to explain the reason, which thus has to use with oxygen. He can't just, unless there's oxygen, there's no way that his explanation of why he can breathe in space makes sense.
When does he explain that?
He basically, Carl asks in that one episode, and he goes to answer it, and it blurs it out before because they don't have a reason for it. But a logical approach, there would need to be some form of oxygen in space. There's no reason that Jimmy Neutron can just breathe without oxygen. He's not an alien.
Actually, he did. So he did actually explain how he could use a rocket without an air supply or anything. But in the episode, Carl was like singing during the explanation, so nobody heard it because cartoon funny, you know. So he does have a reason why he can breathe in space, not just because he doesn't need air. He does have a
Jimmy,
scientific
there's a
explanation.
question I've always
for
wanted
it.
to ask you. How come whenever we're in outer space, we don't gotta wear helmets?
Good question, Sheen. And the answer is quite interesting. You see,
Oh, you wouldn't want it.
Paul doesn't
This
know
doesn't
anymore.
disqualify you.
It just makes you kind of stupid now. Their whole
What?
argument.
Where'd you go? What is this?
Hey, Jimmy, there's a question I've always wanted to ask you. How come whenever we're in outer space, we don't gotta wear
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So there is a scientific reason why he can actually There's a scientific reason why you can breathe. You can't just breathe in space.
Well, still.
You can't.
Well,
you
he
can't.
can breathe
you
in
can't.
space.
You can't go under the assumption though that he doesn't need oxygen. He's probably about to explain why there's oxygen in space.
No,
Yeah,
that doesn't make any
like-
sense.
Okay,
He
how about
probably
this?
he needs oxygen to breathe, right?
Or
Or
he
it's either
probably
that,
has,
or we're saying that Sheen and Carl also don't need oxygen to survive.
Yeah.
what? No, here's the
No.
reason how it happened. Jimmy probably was going to explain that there was some machine built into the spaceship that has like an invisible oxygen field around them or some shit.
Well, then,
Yeah,
because in the movie, then they would have to make that oxygen field cover up when they go to camp on the moon. Because they camp out on the moon and they're way away from their spaceships.
He probably has something, like, probably a different form of fucking gum that they can chew. But, like, he probably still needs oxygen.
Then why would Sheen ask? Like, if Jimmy Neutron gave him this gum every time that they went to space.
Because Sheen's a fucking airhead.
Because they've only
Then
went to
why-
space
that would-
twice. He probably
Just
just
twice?
He probably just ate the gum thinking it was gum, and then the second time he's like, "Oh yeah, why are we doing this again?"
Like, your explanation implies that Sheen actually has a brain and can, like, think.
No, because it's about Jimmy Neutron's reaction. Because Jimmy Neutron says, like, oh, well, that's interesting. Like, it's good that you asked that. Not, oh, Sheen, you're an idiot. Why'd you ask that? I gave you that
Because
gum.
he's always happy to explain things. He's a boy genius.
You're just a boy retard, Paul.
It'd be like asking an autistic person to explain their special interest. Like, they're gonna know everything about it, and they're gonna be happy to explain every single facet of it to you.
Yes, I'll explain to you now why I like chewing on people and spitting up when I talk.
Did you guys hear about that autistic
That's
kid
not, that's not
that
the
got...
training I'm talking about. Anyway, what were you saying?
Did you guys hear about that autistic kid who's, like, branded as a sex offender now?
Okay, why are you changing the point?
No.
It's just real quick. Like, there was this 5-year-old who, like, kissed a classmate on the cheek, and now, like, on his permanent record, it says he's a sex offender.
Oh, nice.
I mean, the things you
Yeah.
do for love.
I became a
Yeah.
sex offender for love.
Can we get that Courage the Cowardly Dog quote where he's like, "Oh, the things I do for love."
So yeah,
Maybe I'll put that in there.
SpongeBob or Jimmy Neutron.
SpongeBob.
It all comes down to, like, is SpongeBob's just, like, brute force approach can be better, or Jimmy Neutron's, like,
Well, don't forget,
thinking
SpongeBob
forward
can like
approach.
take in like any like gooey or liquidish material into his body and shoot it back out. So he himself could be the clay. He himself could be the clay mixer.
That is true.
I'm sure there's, like, a button on Goddard that could do that.
But that's Goddard, not Jimmy.
In fact, I think that he might actually have been a paint mixer.
Yeah, you can't
or
bring. You
something
probably
like
can't
that.
bring pets into a workplace.
Oh.
And you can't bring machines either, even if it's just a clock. People think it's a bomb.
Hmm.
That's probably true.
So I think I got that one.
The ice cream truck is dusting. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
Why are you still typing stuff? I thought it was already over.
Oh, it's just me. I'm doing some more research. My keyboard's so loud.
Well, since we're having an awkward silent moment, I'll keep the conversation going.
So yeah, we'll claim SpongeBob the winner on this one
All right.
Really?
because
Really,
Jimmy
really?
probably isn't one for physical labor. Like, he'd probably rather use his brain and, like, get turned off by the idea of actually having to, like, shovel things into a mixer.
I mean, that's the point of, like, half of his inventions. They take, like, monotonous
Jimmy just
tasks and do it automatically. Really
What
well.
if his employer is like, get that shit out of here? We don't want that.
Well,
You
I'll
know?
take my business elsewhere. Honestly,
Like, what if he's like, whatever the guy's name is? I can't remember anymore. Never mind.
Weezer. Honestly, this makes me think of a good point. Why don't we do another podcast where we take like fictitious food and drinks? Because thinking about Purple Flirt from Jimmy Neutron. Why don't we just
Ooh.
describe what we think they might taste like and whether they taste good or bad?
yeah, we should.
I'll at one point I'll do like the how do I think those like condoms would taste? The ones you need like 4 hands to open. So we all know those aren't
Oh
real.
yeah.
Those aren't real. We all know that.
I mean, they're real.
No, they're not. Condoms
They
aren't real.
exist.
Condoms are not real.
Condoms don't exist.
If condoms were real, people would never have kids because nobody actively wants to have kids.
Next thing you'll say, Paul, is that the moon is real.
The moon is made of cheese. Wallace and Gromit explain that.
I mean, didn't Hunter take us to the condom section that time?
No, that was like sex stuff. And like Werther's caramels that were also placed over there for whatever reason.
You always got to have some Werther's caramels when you're lubing up, you know? Like, that's just how it works.
Who are you having sex with if you're using Werther caramels? Somebody grandma?
No,
You
you're
shouldn't
doing it like,
judge.
you know, you saw all the vibrators up there. Like, you're not going to shove a vibrator up your ass unless you have some caramels, okay? Like, that's just not how it works.
Are you caramelizing your asshole before you do it?
Yes.
Oh my.
Paul, what is that image?
That's the
Oh, that's the
four-handed
consent
condom.
condom.
Yes.
That you can just, like... Is it possible to open that, like, with a single person?
No.
Like, do you think it's possible?
I think the entire reason for its existence would be functional.
Yeah, but, like, if you really tried, could you get it open by yourself?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can get anything open.
Okay, but have you seen like the consent condoms? Like, look
Isn't that
at,
what we're looking at?
no, like these ones right here, like the misleading title.
Do not go further without consent.
What?
Yes.
Some people were confused about it. They didn't understand the donut part.
That's
So then
Do
pretty
not go further without
confusing.
consent, or just go further without consent.
Oof.
the thing that confused me the most is why were there donuts brought into this other for the pun was like, do these condoms have a hole in the middle? Like a donut? Is it like a ringed donut? 'Cause
Yeah.
if that's the case, then wouldn't you just put the condom on to confuse the girl so you can knock her up regardless?
It's either that or you just, for some reason, like the feel of a condom on your dick.
It's like a cock ring, but not.
It's like an extra
Yeah.
layer of foreskin.
Yeah, for our next character, we should just do who would be most likely to go further without consent.
Bill Cosby.
We can just keep the
Alright,
Nickelodeon
so
ones.
we gotta do it from a specific series. No, we gotta have a different series. We're going with Sonic. So choose a character from Sonic. I'm going Eggman. I see no one else can stand for the challenge.
Let me check the roster of Sonic characters real quick. I haven't played a Sonic game in a long time.
Watch there be some Sonic character who's like a convicted rapist in universe or something.
Like Eggman. Oh, does anybody remember Silver the
probably.
Hedgehog?
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, kind of.
Wait, who the hell
I
is...
think I liked him because like I liked the color silver at one point in time. I've never actually played a game with him in it.
Who is Scourge the Hedgehog, otherwise known as Evil Sonic or Anti-Sonic? Oh,
Who?
this is a real character? Look at this. I'm sending a picture of this. Apparently he was in like the Archie comics or something. Good God, this looks awful.
That's not real.
That is real.
That is
Okay,
not real.
So we're
Yes, it is.
stop. Shut up. We're actually going a bit further with this. We're regarding everything we just talked about, and now we're going with Scourge the Hedgehog X Reader because that's the first thing that popped up when I typed in Scourge the Hedgehog.
Ew.
Ugh.
But I was gonna bring up my.
This one's got a table of contents.
But I was gonna pick my Sonic character.
Okay, what happens when you fall in love with a person who ruins your life at school? It takes place at high school.
Why?
Table of contents. Chapter 1, A Not So Good Morning. God
Please
damn
stop.
it. Chapter 1. You are... Oh, you gotta, like, insert your own things. Jesus. Okay. You are Paul the Hedgehog. You're friends with Fiona
No.
and Joanna. So on with the story. Beep, beep, beep. Shut up, you groaned as you take the alarm clock and put it in the glass of water. What the fuck? Oh shit, it gave me a virus. This site's trying to get me viruses. Never mind, we're dipping.
Okay.
See, there's other characters too. There's Eclipse the Darkling. It's like an evil version of Knuckles. I kid you not.
Okay, this
Alright,
was on what?
here's my final contender. And I think I'm gonna win with this one.
I don't know. Let me pick my Sonic character real quick from this list, and I'll.
Okay, this one's on DeviantArt, so you know it's gonna be better. 7 minutes in heaven.
Oh.
I remember that from that Seventh Heaven episode.
Okay, you were invited to Sonic's house for a party that he was throwing for his birthday party. Of playing this time. Okay, everybody listen up, Sonic yells as everyone turns to look at him. Since it's my party, I get to choose who goes first, he says, looking around, points at you.
To take his shoes
And I
socks
choose
off.
Paul. Me, you say, pointing at yourself. But why me, you whine? Because I said so. Now, Paul, pick from the hat, Sonic says, smiling his cheeky smile. Fine, fine, you said in a fake, exhausted tone. You stuck your hands in and felt around for a while until you finally pulled something that looked like red sunglasses. Looking at Sonic with a confused expression, you see his face turn from happy to a worried and scared expression. Oh, Scourge, she got you, Sonic says with a slight worried tone. Scourge? Oh shit, why'd I have to get him? I hope he doesn't know about my feelings towards him, you think to yourself, blushing slightly. You see Scourge's head rise as he slowly gets up and starts walking towards you. Heh, looks like you got me. Let's go in then, shall we, Paul?
Strokes cock.
He says, holding out his hands.
Okay. I think we should get down to actually answering this.
Okay, you say, slightly blushing as you take him hand.
Does everybody have their
closet.
characters?
7 minutes and 7 minutes only, Amy says, pushing you both in and closing the closet door. We're almost done, okay? There's like 4 paragraphs left. As the doors close and you're both surrounded by darkness, you hear a slight whimper. Scourge, are you crying? You ask, slightly worried as you hear Scourge slowly slump to the ground. Why? Does everyone think I'm such a pervert? Oh wait, this is Scourge talking, I think. Why? Does everyone think I'm such a pervert? Just because I act like it doesn't mean I am one. It's just my father always taught me when I was younger that acting sexual around others was an okay thing. When I learned it wasn't, I tried to stop, but I had a reputation, so... You move closer to Scourge and wrap your arms around him anxiously, pulling him into a hug.
We don't need to
I don't think you're a
finish
pervert,
this.
Scourge, you murmur quietly, but just loudly enough for him to hear. You don't? He whimpers, looking up at you, tears in his eyes. No, I don't, you say, smiling sweetly at him. In fact, I think you're more of a nicer person than others. You feel his arms loosen around you as he puts both hands on your cheeks and lightly hovers his lips above yours and quickly whispers, "Thank you, Paul." Then slowly and hesitantly closes the gap between the two of you. He slowly uses a bit more force, worried that you might get hurt. He's surprised when you return the kiss with the same amount of strength and licks your bottom lips, asking for entrance. You gladly accept, and he roams his new territory when suddenly he pulls away. You look at him worriedly as he whispers, Rouge is looking. And he was right. There she was, looking at the both of you curiously, and suddenly he made a squealing noise, whispering, You two were so cute together. Blushing, you stand and offer your hand towards Scourge, pulling him up and walking out the closet. You never left each other's side for the rest of the night. The end.
Okay.
Ugh.
I
You're all
hate
saying a
you.
bunch of pictures I didn't even notice.
I hate you.
You're welcome, okay? This better be in the podcast, or I will overthrow the podcast and take it back for myself.
Good luck with that.
How are you gonna overtake it and take it back for yourself when you never left it?
I just am, okay? Don't question me.
I was so tempted to leave the podcast and come over to your house and bitch slap you with my copy of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity.
Do it, you little shit.
I mean, I
played
would.
that one. I have played the regular Riders.
I'm gonna say.
Come on.
I don't
Let's
even
just get down to the
Ooh,
decision.
there might be a part 2,
I'm
guys.
trying, but Hunter won't shut up.
Come on, Hunter. Do you have your character?
Okay, fine. Let's get to the decision. I chose Eggman, remember?
Okay, who do you choose, Paul?
What? I choose middle-aged woman
From Sonic 06?
from Sonic 06.
Okay, well, this one I have to send
Fair enough.
I have to send an image reference for so you can understand. But I'm choosing the main character of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, otherwise known as Has Bean.
Ah, I see. I definitely think Has-Been would go further without consent.
I mean, he's smaller than like the eye can see.
I don't know.
If my choice is too unfair, I have a secondary choice that I would choose instead. If that's too OP,
I think Has-Been might be a bit too OP.
Yeah.
fine. I'll go with Espio the Chameleon.
Espelio?
Espio. He's the guy. He's that purple thing that works with Vector the Crocodile and Charmy Bee. Oh shit! I should have chosen Charmy Bee. I could totally see him going further without consent. I mean, have you
So
seen
our
how?
discussion now is who is more likely to be a convicted rapist in the Sonic the Hedgehog universe? Eggman,
Not necessarily
middle-aged
convicted.
lady, or B?
Charmy Bee.
Charmy B.
Charmy Bee?
Okay,
Yeah.
who's more likely to be a serial rapist? We'll put it as that instead.
I would say Charmy Bee.
Let me look up Charmy B because I don't know them very well.
I mean, I
I mean, just looking at them, I could definitely see them going further without consent.
Oh.
why are you guys dissing on Charmy Bee so hard?
How is that even possible?
You're the one who chose him.
No, I just looked up Charmy Bee. And,
Yeah, what-
like, without even having to type in anything else, like, there's immediately porn on there.
Yeah, what'd you expect? It's Sonic.
Are you on Bing?
Ugh. No, I'm just on Google.
Okay, I'll say if you're on Bing, that would make complete sense.
Okay, I don't know if we
Yeah.
found the same picture, but like this one's pretty spicy.
Oh.
It's not even Charmy B. What the fuck?
I'm glad I'm not looking. So, just gonna.
Oh, I'm making you look.
No, I already don't like looking
It's
at
not.
Charmy
It's not
Bee.
porn.
Yeah, but anything with Charmy Bee annoys me.
We do have 4.
I don't.
Maybe you want that.
Stop. Oh.
Man, my image isn't sending.
Okay.
Did you send it?
How about this person's charm? How about
Yeah,
this
I
person's Sonic X Charmy Bee fan art?
Ugh.
All right, I'm just gonna take.
No.
I'm just gonna have to take a picture of the computer screen, I guess.
It looks like something from
I'm doing what my
Persona.
grandma does.
Nothing. Don't fucking put Charmy Bee in with
That is
Persona.
exactly from Persona. I don't
That
think that's
is
even
not-
just Charmy Bee.
that-
Oh, there
That
it
is
goes.
not from Persona. Also, ew.
Ugh.
I didn't need to see that.
There's a female
you got
Tails?
to. Let me go.
No.
No, I
is
think
it
it's
just
just
head
part of the
swapped?
fan art.
Tails it has the body of
No, because like that's not even Cream's body.
No, look, listen,
like,
listen.
It's Cream's head on Tails' body.
Listen. In Sonic X, Cream has an older mom. So that's Cream's mom that Tails has the body of.
Oh, okay. That's fucking
That
weird as
makes
shit.
sense.
But okay.
Also, Cream's like 5 or something, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure she's not.
Well, you haven't viewed my images yet.
I've seen them, I just haven't clicked on the window. I don't like it. And it's low resolution, so you can't even see what the words are.
Hold on,
That's like the biggest one I can get,
I
unfortunately.
want to see how old Cream the Rabbit
I
is.
probably have to like sign into Fur Affinity if I want to get it higher res, but like
Oh God.
I remember my password.
Cream the Rabbit is 6 years old.
Well, we're just talking about her mom, so it's okay.
Well, yeah, but I'm just bringing it up. I keep forgetting, but like I see that stuff all the time, and it's gross.
What about
Yeah.
Charmy B? This is-
Fine, I'll look up how old Charmy Bee is.
I'm deep enough into Google where I need to know before I go any farther.
Well, if you're already deep enough, then it's too late. He was originally 16, but his age as of now, currently he's 6. So
Oh, okay.
I don't know how we
That's
canonically
good.
went.
Well,
I don't know how we canonically went down 10 years, but
I'm a bit
I
confused.
guess you guys don't need to come to my birthday party because the FBI is gonna fucking kill me before that time comes, anyways.
yeah,
Oof.
that's kind of gross.
I mean, they can join the party.
Yeah, how do you go from 16 to 6?
Do bees age differently than humans?
They must.
I mean, real bees do.
Don't normal bees just die quicker?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Unless you're like the queen.
The queen bee. There needs to be another podcast discussion. Who in our group of 3 is the queen bee?
Me.
Ooh. Yeah, it's Hunter.
Y'all are gonna pile on top of me and fuck me and then die.
I'm gonna crawl around you like Super Mario Galaxy.
I don't have a joke for that.
It's probably for the better that you don't.
Probably.
See, I'm gonna go Charmy B on this one. Definitely gonna be the next serial rapist.
At 6 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending my vote for Charmy B, 6 years old.
Unanimous decision. Charmy B.
6
Convicted.
years old.
Let me see if I can find any spicy Eggman images.
Man, that 5-year-old disabled kid is a sex offender. Charmy B over here. 1 year older, but he's also a B.
Mm.
These kids be playing these days. Like, when I was a kid, I just, like, ate dirt, and now kids are fucking sex offenders.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sonic stuff, and you guys want to play Shadow the Hedgehog sometime?
We should.
I actually do have it on my PlayStation. I need to actually play it.
Me too. Paul, you're the only one who doesn't have Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
I kind of keep forgetting I have that PS2. I also need to start Xenosaga.
You just need to start anything on it, because the PS2 is like the best console you have.
Yeah, play through the Metal Gear series.
True. I do have one Metal Gear game. It's like, I don't know.
Which one?
It's got like 2 in
you
the
have
name.
the Phantom Pain?
No, it's on the PS2.
Oh, the PS2.
Hunter doesn't play video
Did you
games.
get 2 or 3?
I don't know.
Probably
I don't feel
3.
like getting up and looking.
Speaking of getting up, Hunter, tell everybody about your recent toe surgery.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Explain.
so I had a ingrown toenail, and yeah, it got popped out. You want me to go into
Cool.
details on how it works?
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, what they did is I sat down in the chair, and they put up like this nifty little screen, so you don't actually have to watch anything that happens, which was like a lifesaver because I probably would have like passed out or some shit. But anyway, to start, they basically just numb your toe up, and that's like the worst pain in the entire operation. Like it literally and it just feels like a rubber band snapping like right on your foot in like a single point. And like they do that a few times, numb up your foot, and then because my foot's retarded, they need to put more numbing medicine in it. So I was like sitting for like 45 minutes just waiting for my toe to numb up so I wouldn't feel anything. And then basically once it finally was, what my mom said, apparently he took like these clipper things basically, just dug the nail out and clipped it off in like a minute, and that was the entire operation.
Dang.
Yeah, and then he just wrapped it up with a Band-Aid and told me not to let it see air, and that I gotta see him next Tuesday just to make sure it's not like infected.
Nobody can fucking see air. Unless you live
You
in
know
like
what I mean? It's gotta be covered up so it's not
looks-
exposed to
Yeah, it's transparent.
The only people who can see the air that they breathe are the people of Detroit, because that air is fucking nasty.
Okay, fine. What
Pretty
I
much
mean,
anywhere in Asia too. They're
what
pretty
I
nasty.
mean
True.
is that it just has to be covered up so it doesn't get infected.
Okay. Makes sense.
And to answer your questions, I think I might have Sons of Liberty.
Cool, that's a good
That'd be
one.
2.
That's the good one.
They're like all good, but
Have you played
yes.
Acid? That's a good one.
Yes, just a little. I just found out about the Metal Gears in those ones, and that makes me want to play them even more.
Yeah, the second one's got like a weird Well, I don't even remember what was it, the second one or the first acid that had the really complicated name.
The second one had the more complicated name, but the first one had like the two big, huge barrel arms.
Oh yeah, true.
I see.
What was the one in the second game called? It was
It was like named after some Jewish thing.
Metal Jew. Dun 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 dun. Shalala. I
Dang it,
tried.
we're gonna get Paul another hate speech strike because we mentioned the word Jew.
There's nothing hateful about saying the word Jew.
Doesn't even have to be. They're just gonna demonetize it anyway, and, like take down this entire channel.
Oh, here it is. Metal Gear Kyotha Kadesh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like
That's a
it.
mouthful.
You better make that the thumbnail.
There's a lot of things that we described in this video that should be in the thumbnail. So, like, there should be a lot of things in there. Like, every single thing we described.
There's a whole bunch in the last one.
Like
true.
take this image here, and then, like, edit out the flower and put, like, this picture of the ingrown toenail, and have him sniffing the ingrown toenail.
That's a pretty good idea.
And then have like SpongeBob with some clay in the background,
Have
and
it
like a
say, like,
Spider-Man catching dogs.
have it say, like, 5-year-old Miles Morales labeled sexual predator kissing a clay
for
mixer.
kissing Old Snake.
Or kissing a clay mixer on the cheek. Wait. When it says hugging another, that makes it sound like they were both consenting to it because they both hugged.
Yeah, I think the hug was like consensual,
Well, if they
but it
consent
was
after
still just
if they consent after the first thing, after the kiss, even if that was consensual, if they consent to the hug, then they clearly have to be okay with it.
well, it was like a different person.
Who cares? They're 5-year-olds. I mean, if anything, don't make the 5-year-old autistic kid a sexual predator. Just like punch him in the face and say, "Don't touch me."
So I guess Colton's the one who's going to be defending a sexual predator
No,
who
I'm-
attacked
no.
5-year-old children.
I mean,
That's who you're going to be on this podcast.
No, all I'm saying
Wow.
is if you don't like getting kissed, especially by like an autistic person, then just like jack slap the donkey and just move on. Like,
And now you're calling autistic children donkeys.
well, I'm okay, fine. They're turtles because they're slow.
Yeah, this is what's going to get this is what's going to get the hate speech.
we got more hate speech.
I'm not hating.
speech.
Honestly,
I'm not
let's
hating-
dedicate the entire podcast to hate speech. Everyone list off one thing they hate.
I'm not giving out
First
hate
off,
speech.
for me,
I'm
it's
just
physics. Paul, you. What do you hate? What do you hate?
Colton's next.
Colton, what do you hate?
I guess I could list it with an example. I threatened to hit a kid in the face with a mason jar the other day.
Yeah, fuck children. Paul, what
Fuck
do you
children.
hate?
What do I hate?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Girls.
I hate
Sean Bean.
Yeah, fuck Sean
you.
Bean.
Can't hate Sean Bean.
Well, I don't. I just thought you might.
No.
Dark Souls.
Brie Larson.
Same, actually.
Yeah, fuck Brie
I think
Larson.
we can all agree on that.
Brie Larson took like the whole like lesbian short hair Captain Marvel approach when I like the like long hair, normal like black leotard jumpsuit, not here's a fucking Air Force jumpsuit with short dyke hair and shit like that. I'm allowed to say
Yeah.
that, right?
Sure, it's criticism.
I think so.
Or something.
It's not hate speech. I'm not hating
She's
her.
not actually a lesbian.
Yeah, I'm not hating her for being a woman or a lesbian. I'm just hating her for an acting career, and I'm hating the design of her clothes.
Yeah, I just don't like her performance in the movie Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
And
She
anything else.
wasn't
like,
good in those
Throughout
games.
the entire movie, she just has like one expression on her face, and it's like,
Pretty sure,
Yeah.
well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Brie Larson had like a nude scene in a movie, and that's kind of disgusting.
let's look up her acting career. What else has she played in?
She was good in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Because she
Wait.
basically just played herself in real life.
She was in Captain Marvel, Between Two Ferns, the movie. Let's go way back. Let's see what the first one she was in. She's on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Oh.
What's a movie?
Oh, Brie Larson. The movie that Brie Larson had a nude scene was Tanner Hall. That's a really crappy movie. We're not gonna show that off, but let it
She
be
was in
known.
21 Jump Street.
That's the first one, isn't it?
Yeah, she was Molly Tracy. Who was that?
Was 21 Jump Street the one where they
college.
they're in college? Oh, dang it, I googled it wrong. I typed in 21 Hump Street and I got Urban Dictionary results. Oh, wait. What's this say on Urban Dictionary? 21 Hump Street, the world famous porn parody starring the even more world famous Johnny Depp. Dang.
See, she has a different expression on her face in 21 Jump Street. Why couldn't she like actually emote in Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Well, so wait, is the sequel where they go back to like high school?
I forget the sequel, honestly.
I remember one of them they went to like regular school and they like. Oh no, 21 Jump Street's where they go to school. I remember that because I saw like a bit of the movie. I saw everywhere from like the last 20 so minutes when he like has sex with a teacher. It looks kind of not very good.
So 22 Jump Street is local college. It's been a while since I watched the movies because my mom says I'm not allowed to watch them or something.
Wait.
Wow.
And 21 is high school.
Wasn't Rob Riggle in that movie? Does anybody know who Rob Riggle is?
No.
No.
Hunter, could you remind the audience of what birthday is coming up for you?
Didn't I just say my birthday party earlier? Because like FBI's are gonna shoot me.
Yeah. Could you tell them which birthday it is?
Like mine?
The number.
Oh, I don't know. What's my age again? I can't
16.
remember. Okay, it's gonna be my 17th birthday.
No, your
Okay.
16th birthday.
Oh, it's my 16th birthday. I'll finally be able to drive, so I can get my career as a dog catcher.
So you're 16 and your mom still won't let you watch 21 Jump Street.
Something like that.
Have you guys seen the movie Dead Rising Watchtower from 2015?
I do not recognize the name.
Well, Rob Riggle played Frank West in that, so in case you have or haven't. He's the
Well, Paul,
only...
you also got to consider that my mom won't let me watch like Family Guy.
Why would
and
you?
I think Rick and Morty.
Why would you?
Like, yeah, not that I would, but like, still. She also said I couldn't watch like, what's that one show with like Fry in it?
Futurama?
Yeah, I couldn't watch that. But then like the other day I saw fucking Megan watching it and mom was fine with it. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, that always happens.
Well, it's probably because your
Younger
mom...
siblings.
It's probably because ever since your sister was caught, like, with people, and then she wanted to be a your mom's, like, just giving up on her.
Oh.
Well, that was before the thing. So I guess it was a bit more than like a week ago. It was just several months ago. It was over the summer. I think it was before the maybe before the thing or something.
Maybe I should cut out some of this private family stuff.
Nah.
Yeah, cut out that part.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Just keep the part where mom lets Megan watch Futurama and it bothers me.
Just
Okay.
cut out the audio, but when I say like and just put an image of a cell phone over saying and put an image of a so then like they kind of get the point, but they also don't.
I'll probably just bleep it out.
They'll just like cut the whole part out, honestly.
Wait, Paul. Instead of bleeping it out, like every time I say or could you like put Garfield saying lasagna over it?
Who sang lasagna?
Lasagna.
All right. Just in case I can't get that audio, can both of you just quickly say lasagna right now?
Lasagna.
So wait, are we saying lasagna after saying and
What? Just both of you say it. I just need the audio sample.
Okay, how do you go?
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Okay, those both sucked. I'll just use someone else saying it.
Lasagna.
Okay, bitch.
John. Buster Brown. Did any of those quotes work for you?
I'll probably just take something random you guys said in the middle of this.
That works for me.
Like
Yeah, I'll just switch it around. No one will tell the difference.
Speaking of
Go on.
yeah, that's all I got.
So you just brought up for no reason? That's disgusting.
Really, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Could have at least brought it up earlier when we were talking about Sonic.
Well, I did mention Infinity earlier. Nobody caught on to that.
All right, what are we gonna finish this podcast on?
Let's make it a good note.
We should.
Let's talk about.
Well, honestly, my favorite note is probably a nice C sharp.
That just fucking sucked.
That was so funny.
That sucked so bad.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we should probably kick Hunter out of the podcast for the next one.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would. Like, he adds nothing to the conversation.
If you want, Hunter, you can do your own podcast by yourself where you just read the entirety of Leo Tolstoy's Anna Karenina.
Should I do some more Sonic fan fictions?
No.
Sonic
No.
X. Ooh, let's see if we get Sonic X. What's that guy's name again? Scourge.
Paul, next podcast without Hunter, do you want to read A Taste of Salt together?
Is that the one we both got?
We got a couple of books that are the same, didn't we? I think that was one of them.
Yeah, we got like the Trumpeter of Krakow.
Yeah. Let's read The Taste of Salt, A Story of Modern Haiti by Francis Temple.
Yeah, we should just do that.
Honestly surprised. DeviantArt has disappointed me. There is no fan art of Sonic and Scourge. Well, I'm disappointed. Guess we can't end this podcast on a good note.
Yeah, we can. Do you want me to sing a song like that one podcast where I sang?
Sure.
Dude, that'd
but
be
then,
great.
But then while we're singing it, you just got to put this image up. Send it real quick.
Uh-oh.
Should I sing Happy Birthday to the birthday person?
Sure.
Okay, give me a second. Let me look up the
Go
lyrics.
for it. It's officially my 3rd birthday, guys. Yay.
The hell?
Yay.
Why are there no
How do you not know lyrics to Happy Birthday?
Because I never sing the song before to people.
Do I have to sing it for you, for myself?
Okay, the lyrics here. I don't know if you're gonna put music in for it or not, Paul. Do you want me to just sing it?
Just sing it.
Okay.
I'll add some audio maybe.
Apparently, so Hunter, wait, what birthday is it? What number birthday?
3.
Okay, so I have to sing this. I have to sing the song and repeat it 3 times because apparently the rule
It's
is
my
you have
3rd
to sing.
birthday.
Apparently the rule is you're supposed to sing it as many times until it's their age. I'm pretty sure the
Okay,
person.
well, in that case, it's my it's gonna be my 70th birthday.
I just want to point out. I don't know what person thought that was a good idea. Let's sing until we reach that number because I don't think anybody's ever done that. Anywho,
Just start it.
okay, here we go. Does anybody have a beat that I can start on so I can sing Happy Birthday?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Insert name here. A happy birthday to you. How old are you again?
3.
3 inches deep in your mom. Oh.
You give me my 3 birthday spankings?
Not yet.
Oh,
Next
Dang.
next podcast.
this is falling apart.
Alright, we gotta do a podcast at my birthday party.
All right, we'll have guests.
October 10th, Thursday. Y'all better be there or be square.
Are we actually going to do a podcast there?
Yes.
I don't fucking know. We can do something.
We
Yeah.
should.
We'll get all the guests there.
Ooh, I found
Alright.
I found a good one. Vampire Scourge X Reader.
Paul, cut it out before you can start talking.
All right.
Cutting out
Vampires
the.
are real.
Thanks everybody
No
for
one believed
watching.
you.
This has been
You were
the
called the
4th
town's
volume of
crazy
the
lady, but you
podcast
knew
of
who they'd
Destiny.
run the moment the vampire arrived. You knew you were right. Okay, I'm assuming you're done recording.
Oh, the things I do for love.